Hi Virgo, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a tarot reading for your next 48 hours. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind this is general, so just take what resonates. But as well, keep in mind this is meant to pertain to the following 48-hour period for you, beginning around when you're guided or drawn to this video, not just following when I post it. But we're going to pull from several decks. But I did get a song for you on shuffle to speak upon your situation the next 2 days for you. You got Smile by Vitamin C. Smile. I'll leave that down below if you'd like to take a listen or look up the lyrics. Let's start with wow, as I make a bit of noise. You could be dealing with a noisy situation. You could feel as if you're a bit abrupt when accomplishing something or approaching a specific somebody at a certain point. I really don't think it's anything to lose your cool over or just worry about. I just feel as if that's coming up for a reason. But we're going to begin with the Divine Animals Oracle deck for Virgo. Okay, flying onto the ground, we have the Chameleon card. I'm going to grab it, bear with me. I know this one speaks upon change, okay? So you may need to adapt at certain points at work, at home, you name it, with certain individuals who you don't feel are easy to communicate with or bond with. But I do feel like there's a focus on the cycles of your situation or the cycles of a specific location. Again, it could be work situation, it could be multiple jobs for some of you, it could be at home or with certain connections. I feel like you're thinking about how things are changing almost, they're saying never ending, but in just a continuous way. I sense that you're very to oneself in certain ways and within your hermit mode. I mean, you're a Virgo, but then in other ways you crave or even wrap oneself up in certain levels of bonding, and even you're gaining attention at certain moments to remind you that the balance between your hermit mode and being in the spotlight or just bonding with people is healthy. Okay, it's easy for you to forget that at times, but I do feel like there is a situation, a situation, let's just label it as that, where it helps you get out of your shell a bit, or it just helps you remember that you do like that balance. Okay, all right, so dogs coming into play in the next 2 days for you potentially, but I sense that you're transforming, and you're even again seeing a situation transform, and at times feeling like a fish out of water. Okay, and that may make you a little bit nervous at certain points, but I do feel like it's all part of the process that you're meant to go through at this time when it comes to your growth and how you're changing. And I feel like you're being prepped as well for a new chapter. Okay, when a situation leaves your life, or just you feel, yeah, it's like you're meant to feel like things are a bit different in the air and just in general. They're saying with specific people, because it's, again, preparation for things being different moving forward. Let's put these in the top left, and let's pull from the Energy Oracle deck. You could be a little bit spacey at certain points, losing track of what people are saying or what you're trying to accomplish. Don't fret though, everything's coming and going as it's meant to, including people and situations, okay? And what you lose, I feel the need to say, purposeful. There's something to remember or learn or gain in one way, shape, or form when you need to rediscover it or refine it, okay? What else do we have for Virgo? When you feel calm and at ease, peaceful, even if it it has moments of nervousness or awkwardness, there's something to recognize who and what is making you feel calm, cool, and collected and grounded at this time, and who and what is making you feel out of balance, out of whack, right? Or just a little bit annoyed, okay? You find that people and situations in the next 48 hours are easily poking your buttons or getting to you in certain little ways, and that's teaching you more about what you're going through, or even reminding you what you don't want to put up with moving forward, okay? I feel like a big part of it is to remind you as to what kind of energies, individuals to associate oneself, to surround oneself with in the future, especially in regards to, again, that new chapter. But there's action taking place. You may feel like you have to run around at certain points, whether that's due to work, due to all of your errands you need to accomplish, or just even for some, your social schedule, okay? Feeling like a little bit of a social butterfly these days. Don't be surprised if texts roll in or messages roll in, or you feel inclined to reach out to certain individuals who were more so in a past part of your life, or you just feel energetically connected to them in one way, shape, or form. It may feel like you're easily bonding with people you didn't once bond with. I'm getting a very opposites attract kind of vibe about that as well. But now they're making me think about the black and white aspect as the yin and yang, right? Allow for oneself to, bond with a dog or bond with an animal when you're given the opportunity to. There's something to gain, right? And they may need you as well. I just feel like you're thinking about what you gave birth to recently, or just if you were to rewind a bit, and all of the other new beginnings, changes, do lie ahead. All right. There's a huge focus on a very compassionate male figure in your situation. Now, this could be you, but I feel like for the most part, the majority of Jonathan's reading, it's dealing with a person you feel connected to who has a big heart. Okay. Loyal in nature is what I'm getting. But not to be messed with, okay? But I do feel like you're very much in touch with your masculine side in the next 48 hours, male or female, all right? Thinking about your money, thinking about the work you're producing, the health or lack thereof which within a work situation for some, maybe even your living situation. But they're pushing me to add 4 and 3 up together. Giving you the number 7. The number 7 speaks upon the next 48 hours for you, even surrounding it. So look that up either spiritually, or angelically, the angel number meaning. Now, given what just happened, I feel as if moments where you slip up, even if you're spiritually messed with, or you feel a little bit awkward, it's that innate ability to laugh at oneself that people are going to feel drawn to, or just it won't ruin what you're communicating, trying to get across, convey. It won't alter the moment in a negative direction, I feel the need to say. And that also was highlighted for one reason or another. I feel the need to say, when you feel inclined to say something, obviously trust your intuition, whether or not to hold back or not, for a multitude of reasons. But there's going to be moments where you feel inclined to just speak your mind or mention something you observed. Okay. I'm also now getting too much is not necessarily the best idea, but I sense that you're being pushed to think about your path and the adjacent possibilities that you have lying ahead for you. If you can envision, like the image shows here, doors opening, right? Which one are you going to walk through? You can't walk through all of them, right? But it doesn't mean you can't experience more than one. I do sense that you're meant to think about your path and the love or lack thereof which that is within your situation at this time, okay? There is one new door opening up moving forward, I feel the need to say for you, Virgo, where it's going to entail a lot of value. Some of you monetarily, but more value than just that, even if that's part of which. Let's pull some tarot. Bear with me. I was meant to grab the Light Seers deck. You're going to be pushed to step away from certain situations. Or one situation, potentially an interaction, when you are, as if spirit or your spirit guides are just foreseeing it going too far, or just it's not affecting you in a healthy manner. Well, bear with me, as somehow my TV show just started playing again. Anyways, I feel like there are certain distractions, and just at a certain point you just need to catch your breath, if not multiple points in the next 48 hours. Let's do some shuffling. Now, when you're feeling like the Knight of Pentacles, when you're feeling this peace come over you and you just are glowing in that manner, there's a need to recognize why that is. Was it a self-care routine? Was it who you were interacting with, who you were thinking about, what you were accomplishing at that time, or how you were going about it? There's a need to implement more of that, period, okay? Because yes, there's action to be taken and a lot to accomplish, right? I set on the prize is now what I'm getting, but you do need to find a way to accomplish things at a comfortable pace, okay, regardless of the feeling in the air in a situation, or multiple, or just people's expectations. Okay, your expectations are more important. What else do we have for Virgo for the next 48? Okay, a little bit abrupt. In energy, potentially some of you thinking about financial constraints, But I do feel like there's a bit of dryness to the energy in a situation, or just the process of accomplishing what you need to. You could find that the transformation you're going through at this time is again making you a little bit nervous, or just feeling a bit heavy in certain ways. You may be pushed to think about clutter, okay, including energy in that sense. What's weighing you down? What's making you feel less airy, right? Or just making it harder for you to sort through how you feel or what you want to accomplish at this time and moving forward. But also, just there's no need to outwardly express to everybody and their mother what you're going through internally, but it may feel like you need to sort of get it out somehow. The number 33 coming into play as well. Look up that angel number meaning. You're going to see feathers, and I feel like birds will be very noisy and a bit distracting. I do sense that there's a bit of a spotlight on you at certain moments, but there are times when you're asking for it through your energy, your actions, and even just being outspoken. It reminds you once again how much you're changing. But I do feel like you're pushed to take a leap of faith in certain ways, or just go with the flow. And that's going to make you feel like things are a bit of a whirlwind, because you don't have that full sense of control or feeling of control. But it's a good thing, right? Keep going with the flow, or bring that way of being back, as you are manifesting a lot, all right? But we need to make sure that manifestation process isn't being blocked or weighed down in certain ways by your surroundings, or even your thoughts, emotions. But I do feel like you're pushed to rest at certain points, and that will help you go with the flow. They're showing me the Knight of Pentacles once again. There's a realization you're going to have as to who to trust or who not to trust in the next 48. When you're in your hermit mode, or just in moments of relaxation, allow for yourself to keep that to oneself. You will thank yourself moving forward. I also do feel like there's somebody who you view as very secretive or mysterious, and they would be very protective of you in the future if you so choose for them to be, or if they feel intuitively guided to. I know that sounds random, but it is the next 48 where you're very passionate in certain ways, even in moments of solitude, and putting in the hard work very successfully. I'm going to pull a Kipper card or two to wrap this up for Virgo. Okay, I almost caught that between my legs. A lot of cards flying all around, but I feel like that's symbolic of how things just feel a little bit all over the place at certain points. There's a need to recognize when a bit of bad health is coming into play, who and what's affecting you in that sense, okay? You may even experience a bit of symptoms that make you a bit worried, but don't overthink it, don't overstress it, okay? But it is a very thought-oriented next 48 hours. Even when you are wrapped up with a lot of people, a lot to accomplish, you're very much in your head. So don't allow that to hinder you, or again weigh down the manifestation process. But I do feel like once again you're thinking about your journey, and that's purposeful. Potentially thinking about doing some traveling in the future, but allow for the concern that comes to be wiped away with a level of confidence, and reassure oneself, if not spirit will reassure you in certain other ways, that things are going to work out moving forward, okay? And again, those people, places, and situations that are meant to leave your life, and have, but will more so moving forward, meant to be, again, the number 33, all right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your next 48 hours, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Virgo.